Hello everybody, my name is Justin Kiel. I'm the Regional Sales Manager for Wassp Multi-Beam Sonar for the European, Middle East and African region. I'm here to present our product called the Wassp Multi-Beam Sonar. It's a multi-beam sonar, which means that it's a system that can actually make a map of the seafloor. So it's a mapping system that allows to find and project details of the seafloor where information is not available or where you want to have more detail. The system is basically based on the sonar technology, and sonar is very simply said an acoustic signal that's being sent down to the bottom from the vessel. And then on the return of this acoustic signal, you can make a calculation how long it takes, and based on that you can basically measure the depth. Now a classic echo sounder, a classic sonar, usually uses just one beam going down vertically, so you can measure the depth below the vessel. The big difference between Wassp multi-beam and the classical sonar is basically that Wassp uses multiple beams and a very wide angle. So instead of using just one beam, we use 224 beams at an angle of 120 degrees. So with that, we basically are able to make a very, very detailed map of the seafloor like we're seeing here. So what we're seeing here on the picture is a background electronic chart, on which we basically have superimposed a very detailed picture of what's happening at the seafloor. So we can see things like wrecks, we can see things like rocks, all kinds of information which is very important for navigation. So in case of, the reason why we're here at METS, for example, is because mega yachts, they more and more tend to go to remote areas, not only to the standard areas where all navigational information is known. And in these remote areas, chart and navigational information is not always available, or is very poor or very old. So what we do is we mount our sonar system on a tender of a yacht, and the tender will go out in front of the yacht, maps the area, and in real time the data is being transferred through Wi-Fi to the motherships or the yacht's navigation bridge. So the yacht knows exactly that it can go into the area and not run aground or run on a wreck or something like that. So the picture we're looking at here is basically the mapping, very, very high detail. So I can actually zoom into this detail here, and you can see the detail showing up. This is basically being mapped with the system in 3 passes. Because we use such a wide angle, you only need 3 passes to get a detailed picture like this. The nice thing about the whole system is because we're using GPS for positioning and all these 224 beams for our depth, is we can bring this picture very quickly into a 3D presentation, which basically shows us and gives us an image like this. So you can see very, very high detail seafloor information. And this can be used for navigational purposes, but it can also be used for example, if the owner of the yacht or the guests are interested to go diving, then the system is capable of picking up wrecks or interesting diving spots, so they can easily, quickly go to the spot, go diving, and find whatever the sonar has picked up. And so that's in very short what the system does. We also have capability to show fish information, so schools of fish. So the system can also be used for professional fishing operations, where the fisherman basically maps the seafloor and at the same time can visualize the fish, schools of fish. So that's in very short the Wassp multi-beam sonar system.